Dear graduates, distingués invités, chers collègues, family and friends, bonjour and welcome. My name is Anne-Marie Croteau, and I'm the Dean of the John Molson School of Business, one of the largest and best business schools in the world. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this special ceremony. At Convocation, we celebrate you, our graduates. The business world has changed tremendously since you began your studies. Jobs exist today that did not exist then. Entire industries exist today that did not exist then. But since coming to JMSB, you too have changed tremendously, and you have learned a lot. You have acquired new knowledge, developed new skills, and lived new experiences. So yes, the business world has evolved, and so have you. I know that you have a bright future ahead of you. I know that you're ready to make your mark a positive and impactful one. And I know that the entire JMSB and Concordia community will be proud to watch you succeed. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Félicitations à chacun et à chacune de nos nouveaux diplômés. Now, please join Mrs. Colin Bartley, mezzo-soprano, in the singing of O Canada. Thank you.
Please be seated. Dear graduates, invités distingués, mesdames et messieurs, félicitations à chacun et chacune de nos nouveaux diplômés en cette magnifique journée de réjouissance. Graduation is a special day for your support networks, your families, loved ones, and friends, as well as the Concordia community and your fellow alumni who have collectively collaborated with you to make this day possible. I am thrilled and honored to share this special milestone with you. La valeur d'une formation universitaire est incontestable et en obtenant votre diplôme, vous avez acquis un grand avantage dans notre société. Mais il y a autre chose. As Nelson Mandela famously said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. All of you now are equipped with this weapon. The question is, how will you use it? Certains et certaines d'entre vous seront des décideurs politiques et des leaders. D'autres seront des bâtisseurs ou des créateurs ou encore des scientifiques ou des chercheurs dont les découvertes transformeront le monde. Thomas Edison made 1,000 attempts at inventing the light bulb, and I wish he was here this morning. When he finally succeeded, a reporter asked him what it felt like to fail 1,000 times. Edison replied, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." As someone whose path to success has often required far more than 1,000 such steps, I encourage you to adopt a similar perspective as you embark upon this next chapter in your lives. Success is not determined by financial wealth or even the approval of our peers, but rather success is defined by the extent to which we are able to build our communities and help our fellow citizens. As the saying goes, no man is an island, and I stand before you today on the shoulders of the many people whose guidance and support have helped me along the way. My point is, while it's true that our backgrounds and circumstances may have influenced who we are, it is equally true that each of us is responsible for who we become. You must continue to be open with outstretched arms and open hands to be willing to receive, but it is imperative that you also be willing to give. Whether financially or through the gift of your knowledge and time, I urge each of you to give back to the university and your community by investing in future generations of graduates, just as previous generations have invested in you. Define your success by the degree to which you positively affect people in your lives. En tant que citoyenne avertie et engagée, vous, les diplômés, êtes bien placés pour exercer une influence extrêmement bénéfique sur notre monde en évolution constante. Your participation is critical. We are facing some of the most difficult changes in human history, including climate change, environmental sustainability, gender, race, and social inequality, global economic and political instability, and the Habs not making it to the playoffs. There is no shortage of opportunity to get involved. There's no methodology that cannot be improved, and no science, engineering, art, or business that cannot be enhanced by the energy, enthusiasm, and skills you all possess. Progress and change now lie squarely in your hands. You do not need magic to change the world. You all carry the power you need inside you to make it happen by questioning and imagining with your knowledge and your passion. To thrive rather than merely survive, you will have to be adaptable and resilient. You will have to be leaders of change, not followers. Do not be afraid to lead, not only by example, but also by exerting a positive influence on those around you. Remember that if you elevate others, you elevate yourself. I know that many of you in this period find it to be very unsettling given the uncertainty that may lie ahead. You are transitioning from an environment where everyone told you what you should do to an environment where you now have to decide for yourself what you want to do. And believe me when I say, your growth will not be a straight line. Without hyperbole, that decision, what you want to do, is among the most important you will ever make, which is why I urge you to look at these next few years as a continuation of your educational journey. Now is the time to truly discover your passions, to ask the right questions, to acquire the knowledge necessary to succeed. Don't just chase the quick paycheck. The money will come. Know-how and solid experience trumps all. Now, maybe I'll use a different word next time. Now, I'm sure many of you are thinking that it's easy for someone in my position to stand up here and say, the money will come, and I'm all aware of the financial pressures facing so many of you right now. But keep in mind that I and many like me started with nothing. My only external resources were the education I received here at Concordia and the network of mentors I have accumulated. Wherever you go and whatever you do, the harvest of knowledge, experience, and values that you have learned and absorbed here at Concordia will be as relevant for society as you make it. Take advantage of the mentorship resources and community that exists at Concordia to aid you in your journey. Many of you may end up working in jobs that don't even exist yet. With the rapid pace of technology and the advent of artificial intelligence, increased automation and robotics, the world is transforming before our eyes. Success in the future will require adaptability and a willingness to change. Be bold, be imaginative, be prepared to fail, to continue to learn, and to succeed. Trust me, you can and will make a difference if you follow your passions. When you discover your passion, you will find your life to be an absolute joy. Je vous encourage à rêver, à explorer les choses qui n'existent pas encore, puisque c'est ainsi que vous allez changer le monde et bâtir l'avenir. I'm happy that we share a meaningful connection through Concordia, and I hope that today is the beginning of your new lifelong bond with our university and your community. I wish you all good health, good luck, and good fortune. Chapeau et merci. I would like Dr. Alan Shepard to address the convocation.
Good afternoon, bonjour, bienvenue à toutes et à tous. C'est un grand plaisir d'être parmi vous pour ce bel événement. I'd like to start this afternoon by acknowledging that Concordia University and today's ceremonies are located on unceded indigenous lands. The Ganyak-Gehaga Nation are recognized as the custodians of the lands and the waters in which we gather today. Tiohtià:ke, or Montreal, is historically known as a gathering place for many First Nations. And today it's home to a diverse population of Indigenous and other peoples. We respect the continued connections with the past, present, and future in our ongoing relationships with Indigenous and other peoples in the Montreal community. And that's what today's festivities are all about a celebration of community. To our graduates, all of us are extremely proud of you. Your family and your friends, they're proud too. As hard as you worked to get here, your education doesn't stop today, of course. It's a lifelong process, and increasingly so as our knowledge society continues to go faster and faster. As you continue your learning, the ideas you've engaged and the experiences you've had at Concordia will help you make sense of a complex world and become leaders in it. And Concordia will always be a part of who you are. As we celebrate your personal achievements today, it's important to remember that it's also about the bigger picture. Your own educations, from kindergarten through undergraduate or graduate degrees, that's also an investment in the greater social fabric and making our community stronger. The world needs you. Partout où je rencontre des diplômés de Concordia, j'entends souvent les histoires du changement positif, que leurs expériences universitaires les ont apporté de grands succès, dont ils bénéficient, et les différences quand même. Ils apportent dans le monde. In the midst of our celebrations, I also want to ensure that we remember those who are less fortunate than we are, those who do not have the advantages of a university education, those who are affected by war, by poverty, and of course by extremism. Education continues to be a powerful antidote to the world's problems. It builds understanding and binds us together. Education makes hope possible. Félicitations encore, bonne chance et à la prochaine.
Mr. Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you Mr. Robert Briscoe, entrepreneur and philanthropist. While working full-time straight out of high school, then raising a young family, Mr. Briscoe took night classes for 6 years at Sir George Williams University, today Concordia's downtown campus. After earning his BSc, his passion to become a research chemist morphed into a desire to lead. He decided to return for 6 more years of night classes as part of Sir George's first ever MBA cohort. After graduating, Mr. Briscoe stuck to what he knew best, food chemistry, and soon emerged as a shrewd investor and entrepreneur with leadership talent. His 40-year career has been success upon success. Among others, he was president for 3 decades of Macro Organique, a food and pharmaceutical company. He founded Alim Plus, Inc., a food distribution service he ran for 24 years, and he is now owner of Dubé Loisel, Inc., a food distributor. Mr. Briscoe believes strongly in reinvesting, which he has done in several ways. While still an undergraduate, he got his professional start at L'Allemand and never forgot it, going on to serve as non-executive chairman for 42 years. Il a été membre de nombreux conseils d'administration ainsi que président de la Chambre de commerce du Canada en 2001 et 2002. Monsieur Briscoe a, en outre, réinvesti dans son alma mater. En plus de financer des bourses d'études, sa conjointe et lui ont fondé en 2015 le Centre d'études Bob et Ray Briscoe en propriété d'entreprise à l'école de gestion John Molson. Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of Senate and the Board of Governors, it is my privilege and honor to present to you Mr. Robert Briscoe so that you may confer upon him the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
I would like to ask Dr. Robert Briscoe to address the convocation.
Mr. Chancellor, Jonathan Wiener, Mr. President and Vice Chancellor, Alan Shepard, John Molson School of Business Dean, Anne-Marie Croteau, honored platform guests, graduates, families and friends, thank you for this great honor. I'll preface this address by saying that there's a little bit of repetition from the introduction, but I'm not going to change it. Given this time to address the graduates of the John Molson School of Business, I hope you find, in my experience, advice that will help you succeed in your careers. Firstly, I can tell you that, while it may help, you don't have to start rich. My father, a World War I veteran and house painter, went through the Great Depression. He had a very negative outlook on life. He was an ardent socialist, so as a teenager, I read the Communist Manifesto and the theory and practice of socialism. I think you know the theory. From each, according to his means or ability, to each, according to his need. None of my 4 siblings got past grade school, but as the youngest, I was allowed to complete high school. My parents didn't know I was given homework, so I never did homework. I was a bad student. Having graduated from high school, I had no role model, no dreams, no objectives. My closest friends joined the Navy or went to work with no further schooling. I had no idea where I would end up. I knew I didn't like physical labor because I'd done a little of that. Science came easily to me, and I noticed frequent offers for chemists on the employment page. With no money for full-time university, I decided to look for a job as a lab technician and enrolled in evening classes at Sir George Williams University. At that time, Sir George was the only university offering a chemistry degree in part-time studies. My parents were quite distressed during the 3 months it took me to get a technician's job in a lab. My first course at Sir George Williams was English 211, and my girlfriend Ray typed my papers. Several months later, still in our teens, we married. Nobody believed it would work, but I'm proud to say we're still happily married. With a year's experience and family responsibilities, I asked for a raise. My boss said, "We pay you for what you do, not for what you need." A lesson well learned. Shortly after, I changed jobs for a higher salary. After 6 years of evening classes, I completed my 4-year Bachelor of Science degree. By that time, I had realized that managers are paid a lot more than chemists, and decided that management was a better future than the chemistry lab. In 1969, while I was plant manager of Lalamaw's Baker's Yeast Factory, I was lucky to win admission to the very first MBA class here at Concordia, Sir George at that time. As I studied for my MBA and worked, I gained enormous respect for the company owner, Roland Chagnon. He was a chartered accountant and was determined to succeed as a business owner. His attitude rubbed off on me. I decided that I didn't want to be a manager. I wanted to be a business owner like him. In 1972, he promoted me to general manager with a promise that he would sell me shares in the company. It wasn't until 3 years later that the paperwork was completed, I was appointed president, borrowed the money from the bank, and finally became a shareholder. Over that period, I had nothing in writing, never consulted a lawyer, accountant, or advisor. To say I was naive would be an understatement, but I trusted my mentor, Mr. Chagnon. By 1980, my shares had gained substantial value, and with a desire to be a majority owner, I started looking for an acquisition. I made a list of my criteria and was fortunate to find a cheese factory for sale. It took months of negotiations with the seller and the lenders to finally realize my goal in 1981. Unfortunately, that year the prime lending rate went to 22%. We don't know that now. With huge debt, it was a struggle to survive, so we tightened our belts. One of the most important lessons I retained from my MBA was about interest and the time preference of money by Calvin Potter, who was the finance professor. Essentially, he said that if you are not prepared to defer consumption and save, you will never accumulate wealth. To survive, my wife did the bookkeeping with the help of our children, and we managed the business on a shoestring. 6 years later, we got an attractive offer and sold the company. I have made numerous acquisitions since then and become somewhat of a serial entrepreneur, as Alexandra mentioned in the introduction. It gives me enormous satisfaction to take a business, identify its key strategies for success, grow it responsibly, and create satisfying jobs and careers. I have found that with the right team, business is fun. With the wrong people, it is hell. Most importantly, when successful, local ownership creates benefits not only for the employees, but for our whole society by using professionals and suppliers, and thus creating wealth that fuels the social programs we so value. During my MBA studies, I noticed that none of my classmates aspired to be business owners. They were primarily seeking careers and promotions within larger organizations. Recently, I decided that I wanted to encourage commerce students to look at the rewards, both financial and personal, of owning a business. Taking that risk is the ultimate test in management. But if you succeed, it is also the most satisfying. I am not talking about inventing a new gadget or app, which is a small percentage of new business ownership. What I mean is acquiring existing run-of-the-mill businesses and growing them. In appreciation to Concordia, I'm funding the Bob and Ray Briscoe Business Ownership Program here at the John Molson School of Business. I feel it is a perfect fit for Concordia. Many great entrepreneurs were highly motivated individuals that didn't start rich. So as you graduate, I hope you consider eventually owning your own business. I would like the John Molson School of Business to be known not only for creating great business leaders, but for creating a culture of business ownership. Congratulations, graduates.
Dr. Briscoe, thank you for your illuminating remarks, and thank you for sharing your history, your knowledge, and your dedication to our university. We very much appreciate it. Thank you. While our graduates prepare to cross the stage, I invite you to enjoy the music of the Encore Brass Quintet. Thank you.
I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Doctorate in Philosophy from the following program: Business Administration. Tarek El Masri. Alan Grogan, winner of the Joe Kelly Graduate Award, awarded to a PhD graduating student in consideration of a thesis in management or related discipline judged to be of exceptional merit. Li Shang Li, winner of the Stanley G. French Medal, presented in honor of Dr. Stanley G. French, awarded to a graduate student with high academic standing for outstanding contributions to student life. Yulin Ye. Nabil El Meselmani. Zeni Wang. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Science from the following programs: Administration, Finance, Management, Marketing. Ye Di. Younes El Gurari. Chiao Nye. Shuomei Xiao. Xiying Zhou. Jia Li. Sahar Taher. Chris Hunt. Maxime Lehuidou. Di Liu. Michael Raymond. Lu Shu. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Supply Chain Management. Elisa Mosca. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the graduate diploma in the following programs: Business Administration, Chartered Accountancy. Mohamed Abouada. Abdallah Afane. Ibikunle Ajayi. Salem Atasi. Hussam Achan. Sabine Campos. Rafael Carvajal. Khadija Shabouk. Khadija Shnioui. Novita Chowdhury.
Hold on.
Camila Duarte. Roy Elmyoshi. Stella Georgiou. Marshid Gorsorki. Yingshu Gu.
Victor Gutierrez.
Victor Gutierrez. Wasim Haikal. Mikhail Hamhoev. Zainab Kamra.
Kevin Lee Chuenchong.
Kevin Lee Chuenchong. Sabrina Muir. Hurriyet Ustad Sharif Memar.
Victoria Punchakin.
Victoria Poon Chukin. Laila Rahim. Mohammed Sabeh. Sahel Sultani.
Tatiane Souza.
Tatiana Souza.
Daniela Stanga.
Daniela Stanga.
Juntan.
Juntan. Toby Tubia. Anka Milena Ungureanu. Jamie Balukas.
Christina Lagadich.
Christina Lagadich.
Miroslav Velikov.
Miroslav Vedikov. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the graduate certificate in the following programs: Business Administration. Nur El Jumaili. Sarmad Al-Mashta. Osama Al-Sayagi. Robert Carson. Natalia Gonzalez Moscoso. Christine Lefebvre. Farshad Rouhani Isfahani. Karina Templer. Joanna Vasquez.
I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Commerce from the following departments: Accountancy, Business, Technology, Technology Management. Azina Abdullah. Abra Ahmed. Parveen Akhter. Ramzan Ali. Nathalie Alain. Dylan Applebaum with distinction. Rino Joshua Aquino. Zachary Artuso. Janat Ahulam Palam. Ruby Azare. Kirby Auguste. Jessica Begin. Cynthia Bardis with distinction. Skylar Bayleaf with distinction. Antoine Beauchemin. Hello. Cynthia Benloulou with distinction. Bailey Berdowski. Larissa Beshpalak with distinction. Padi Bilamjian. James Borges Aguiar with distinction. Marina Borovets. Charles-Olivier Boucher with great distinction. Sébastien Boudreau. Florence Brun-Jolicoeur. Gianluca Buffone with distinction. Nadezhda Buzdugan with great distinction. Sang Yu Chai. Felicia Cala.
Frank Canuto.
Frank Canuto with distinction.
Christina Carbonaro.
Christina Carbonaro.
Joseph Cauchy.
Joseph Cauchy.
Adamo Cavoti.
Adamo Cavoti.
Chikuchi.
Eric Cekucci with distinction. Julian Cifarati with distinction.
Melina Centorani.
Melina Centorani with distinction.
Chen Tong Chen.
Chen Chong Chen with distinction.
Ro Tu Chen.
Ro Tu Chen with distinction.
Xin Yi Chen.
Xin Yi Chen. Marc Chevalier. Munira Chinibaeva. Thomas Cordoba with distinction. Marco Covello. Sophie Dallaire with distinction. Tammy Dang with distinction. Sarah Decubelis. Tyler De Jesus with distinction.
Mark Anthony De Luca.
Marc Anthony De Luca.
Sohaten.
Soha Deng. Sidney Diane with distinction. Stéphanie Dibaco with distinction. Sarkis Dilanian. Gianni Di Mattia. Daniel Dufour. Louis-Charles Dumas.
Mohamed El Tahan.
Mohamed El Tahan.
Leticia Ngunda.
Laetitia Engunda.
Chelsea Fernoli Mayer.
Chelsea Farnolly Mager. Ida Fascione.
Bana Fazahazi.
Bana Fazahazian. Sean Fiorello. Tamara Focucci.
Carlo Fregani.
Carlo Frediani with great distinction winner of the Ross Medal for Accountancy, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in accountancy. Miriam Karina Gand. Aya Galal. Francesco Gattola. Tevzir Singir with distinction. Wu Hong with distinction. Chantal Ado. Pravina Ariyahan. Spencer Hayes with distinction. Teresa Herzog. Kawai Ho. Jason Hogan. Vincent Howe. Xiaojin Huang with distinction. Sushan Huang with distinction. Melanie Hugo with great distinction.
Felix Win.
Felix Win. Aygul Ismagilova.
Arun Jigan.
Arun Jegan. Wei Jiang with distinction. Luke Johnston. Grafira Jules. Stephen Canelopoulos. Joe Fury with distinction. Jesse Kerman with distinction. You can go. Dimitri Klino-Ramos. Anthony Kenreich with distinction. Janelle Lalonde. Anthony Lazara. Harlan Lee. Huanju Li with distinction. David Le Goff. Jeremy Lungdat Wan. Daniel Levy with distinction. An Sing Lee. Ruiyi Li. Shintong Li. Lilian Liu. Meng Xiao Liu. Sally Liu. Erfeng Long. Yui Louis, with distinction. Seunghon Shan Ma. William MacDonald Akbari, with distinction. Neda Mardavi. Émilie Maldoff.
Anthony Mangano.
Anthony Mangano. Lucas Mangiante. Franco Medina, with distinction. Fabio Manarino. Mona Mansour. Daniel Mariani. Philippe Mariani. Alexander Maza, with distinction. Megan McCullough, with distinction.
Jacob Reggiani with distinction.
Jacob Merjanian. Victoria Millie, with distinction. Rose Angeline Miranda. Sebastian Molina Calvo, with distinction. Ryan Moncars. Stephanie Montanaro, with distinction. Catherine Morissette, with distinction. Elina Muzina. Raisa Navarro. Lilian Angie. Sandinho. Xutin Yang Nyo. Lin Nguyen. Mai Nguyen, with distinction. Mai Li Nguyen. Ritsa Nkuriza Mizawanye.
Just reading in French.
Évariste Noussi Simon.
Mark Anthony Narang.
Mark Anthony Norang. Samantha Nahondehei, with distinction.
Jared Mitkevich.
Jared Natkevich. You can go. Alisa Waknin, with distinction. Marie Cham Ombid. Stephanie Pacheco. Alexia Paduano, with great distinction. Bianca Paduano, with great distinction.
Adam Parasuko.
Adam Parasuko. Farzana Parvin, with distinction. Anjali Patel.
Darman Patel.
Darmin Patel. Krishna Patel. Monali Patel.
Mathieu Perron.
Mathieu Perron, with distinction. Christophe Petel. Angeliki Polirakis. José Pontes, with great distinction. Olivier Poulain. Jennifer Pouliot. Valérie Priatkina. Ramsha Raja.
Gerges Riyad.
Gerges Riyad.
Mark Richard.
Marc Richard. Daniel Roman. Emily Rodenberg. Sarah Rottenberg.
Justice Sarah.
Justin Sadoway. Nigara Sadvakasova. Marie-Michel Salerno. Ikram Salhab.
Kevin Sanisharan.
Kevin Sanisharan.
Tariq Sarfaraz.
Tariq Sarfaraz.
Ahmad Sarhab.
Ahmad Sahan.
Adam Shakhter.
Adam Shakhter, with distinction. Zehan Shen, with distinction. Alexander Sinora. Vanari Sok. Karen Sobrian. Darmila Srikantavel. Wentao. Misam Abbas Sayed. Robert Shrosky. Sarah Talimonti with distinction. Ishel Tassi with distinction. Jinze Tien. Alina Tiltu. Gabrielle Tekalek with distinction. Ivona Topalovic. Cameron Cillian. Lauren Valliere. Bitusha Vasanta Kumaran. Alvin Victor. Stephanie Waters with great distinction. Ming Wong. Ting Wong. Shihan Wong with distinction. Daniel Wheeler. Corey White. Haley Wilson. Carmen Wong. Egil Jojar. Chao Xie. Bojun Su with distinction. Fang Fang Shu with distinction. Sohail Yahoudin with distinction. Pepe Yao. Xi Jinye. Justin Yu with distinction. Mei Yi Yu. Guozhen Chang. Yerong Zhang. Yi Mingzhu. Wen Yao Zhang.
I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Commerce from the following departments: International Business and Marketing. Leila Abu Elbar.
Samar 8 Bentley.
Samar Ait Bentaleb.
Sami 8 Bentaleb. Same name, same last name.
Semi Ait Bentaleb.
Aide Fabiola Alvarez Castañeda.
Heidi Fabiola Alvarez Castaneda.
Ekaterina Antonova.
Ekaterina Antonova.
Victoria Ariano.
Victoria Alerano. Louis Arnaud Vigno with distinction. Harim Arshad.
Vanessa Odette.
Vanessa Odette with distinction. Ahmed Alawi Barum.
Lucie Bolak Couture.
Lucy Bola Couture with distinction.
Lauren Blair Lula.
Lauren Blair Rowe. Elena Biva. Ehimeric Boerner. Bianca Brega Gomez. Chloé Breton. Emmanuel Brock. Michaela Kayer Rodman. Camille Servia. Jessica Chami. Lou Corcor. Huang An Dam. Laure de Bustamante.
Stéphanie with distinction.
Stephanie Dio with distinction.
Emily Donahue.
Emily Donahue with distinction. Justin Donofrio. Pauline Louis Michel Fabre with distinction. Hannah Fascio. Kira Fentroller. Julia Florenza. Catherine Figueroa.
Angie Guerrero.
Angie Lorena Guerrero.
Juan Carlos Gutierrez.
Juan Carlos Gutierrez. Karim Hamzi.
Rasul Javahiri.
Abdul Rasul Javaheri.
Shu Huai Jiang.
Xu Huaijiang.
Khalid Jiwani.
Khalid Jiwani.
Arnaud Jodua.
Arnold Jurawa.
Anthony Julakian.
Anthony Alex Julakian.
Blin Kusari.
Blin Kusari with distinction.
Theodora Lambropoulos.
Theodora Lambropoulos. Emily Langlois.
Pamela Pedazzo.
Penelope Lodadio.
Rosalie Lavalley.
Rosalie Lavalley with distinction.
Mark Luciano.
Mark Luciano.
François Louis.
Francois Louis Lissaguer with distinction.
Priscilla Luke.
Priscilla Luke. Gabriel Lecoq.
Jessica Mari.
Jessica Madi.
Jennifer Martinez Garcia.
Jennifer Martinez Garcia.
Gabriel Melki.
Gabriel Merki.
David Morielli.
David Murielli.
Patrick Musalem.
Patrick Musalem.
Etienne Nguyen.
Te Thin Nguyen.
Sigurd Musa.
Sibir Musali.
Safa Najim.
Safa Nazim.
Daniela Palmieri.
Daniela Palmieri.
Diego Perez.
Diego Paredes Barbier.
Christopher Pearsall.
Christopher Piercer.
Sergio Polonescu.
Sergio Ponescu.
Nathaniel Peters.
Nathaniel Peters.
Daniela Petracchi.
Daniela Petraki with distinction.
Tram Ann Pham.
Nguyen Tram An Pham.
Sibyl Pilotas.
Sibir Pilotas. Evan Pitch. Hugo Poitou. Kianush Ranjbar. Julian Poseraro. Ségolène Richard. Alexandra Rudy with distinction. Philippe Antoine Simard. Julia Marie Storr with distinction. Ganusha Saguna Kopilan. Salome Testoferi. Karina Ventrone with distinction. Sarah Maria Rang Rasmussen. Peter Gizros. Alexander Zimalkis. Nicola Zizerman. Reina Abbasi. Muhammad Abdul Halem. Yasmina Abu Sulaiman. Karen Adada with distinction, winner of the Marketing Medal, awarded to the most outstanding graduating students in marketing, winner of the International Business Medal, awarded to the most outstanding graduating in international business. Olivia Aiken. Sophie Alami. Leila Aldwick.
Zara Al-Haidari.
Zara Al-Haidari. Roxanne Bailey. Corinne Bedrosian. Ariel Belangi. Melinda Bergman. Anna Burston.
Carlana Blakely.
Kalana Blakely. Aaron Boss with distinction.
James Patrick Bradender.
James Brabender Enriquez. Leah Brooks. Kayla Sheena Broom.
Jessica Caballero.
Jessica Caballero.
Amanda Cazavan.
Amanda Casavan.
Anthony Casola.
Anthony Casola.
Jody Ho Chang Chen. Or Jody Chen.
Jody Chen.
Dahlia Shibu.
Dahlia Jod Chidup.
Sabina Kinder.
Sabina Denisa Kindia.
Brianna Chase.
Brianna Cheese. Kenan Copeland.
Kaylee Corcoran Bullock.
Kelly Corcoran Bully.
Angela Rose Casio Bukic.
Angela Rose Cosio Bukic.
Annalisa Covello.
Annalisa Covello.
Elizabeth Galeva.
Elizabeth Daleva.
Alessandra Del Carpio Ramirez.
Alessandra Del Carpio Ramirez with distinction.
Emmanuel De Bono.
Emmanuel Di Buono with distinction. Rebecca Domingue.
Jennifer Drake.
Jennifer Dracchio.
I'm Stephanie Dumont.
And Stephanie Dumont.
Jillian Eichler.
Jillian Eichler. Haya El Masri.
Iran Ercolanes.
Ilan Arcolenes.
Angelique May Esguerra.
Angelique May Esguerra.
Ailey Farquharson.
Ellie Farquharson.
Julieta Fliga.
Julieta Filippo.
Gloriana Folk.
Gloriana Folk.
Jonathan Gagne.
Jonathan Gagne. Shannon Gallagher.
William Gallego.
William Gallego with distinction.
Ariana Garcia.
Ariana Garcia. Thompson Garrow. Franco Gattola.
Renata Giraldi.
Renata Girardi. Madison Green. Nicholas Anthony Guerrera.
Lina Guerrero Martinez.
Lina Vanessa Guerrero Martinez. Corari Guerriello.
Joshua Guitar Mirage.
Joshua Guitar Mirage. Janvika Rashma Ganaratma, with distinction. Evan Gutman. Michelle Dewey Tong Har. Melanie Hashi. Maya Heberly Sabar, with distinction. Avery Hansen Barkin. Jia Si He. Victoria Hua. Montana Hobbs. Alexandra Holubovich. Caroline Hoare, with distinction. Aurore Josette Ring.
Christina Case.
Christina Cage. Daniela Kalekman. Sue Jean Kier. Gillian King. Kira Koenig. Amanda Cost. Anastasia Kuturidis. Jessica Lachute. Henrietta Law. Blake Lawton. Kelsey Leonard. Leah Leonbos. Virginie Lombardi. Felix Lorraine Hamel. Lara McKenzie. Genevieve Malar. Samantha Maldorf. Khair Mansour. Jenna Markham Gajev. Maria Pia Maro. Nicholas Mastracchio. Sonja McCree. Alyssa McDougall.
Jason Moraldo.
Jason Muraldo. Mary Elizabeth Montalvo with distinction. Jasmine Marcos. Jessica Morningstar with distinction. Shade Muat.
Chan Nguyen.
Chen Nguyen.
Stephanie Nichols Dempsey.
Stephanie Nichols Dempsey.
James Philip Orsini.
James Orsini. Sarah Ostigi.
Monica Aurier.
Monica Isabel Oviedo Duran with distinction. Marie-Louise Paggi with distinction. Maria Papadopoulos. Olivia Paralovo.
Nancy Pham.
Nancy Pham with great distinction.
Brian Fan.
Brian Dean Fawn. Melissa Pirro.
James Poudrier.
James Poudrier. Hassan Rufat.
Alicia Renault.
Alicia Runo. Julie Roulette.
Astrid Breton.
Astrid Philippine Aurelie Luton. Rafael Samarco. Nayeli Sanchez Flores. Marquis Sogier. Kristen Severiano.
Marla Scanlon.
Marla Scatterlin. Lucrezia Marie Sasha with distinction. Mickey Shade.
Ankit Singh.
Ankit Singh. George Spiropoulos.
Uri Souza.
Suissa. Nina Suruk. Olivia Shervesky. Shanice Tadeo with distinction. Ahmed Taji. Solène Tanguay with distinction. Bora Tizel. Vanessa Tambitulai.
Emily Timotheadis.
Emily Timotheados. Jessica Tissell. Alexandro Tussunian Herrera. Rebecca Tremblay. Kim Chanel Valley Sengwang. Alida Van Brunswart with distinction. Martin van der Wingard. Ralisa Velichikova.
Tristan Whitley.
Tristan Whitley. Colin Wicks. Lauren Wilcox. Leonard Warfrank with distinction. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the undergraduate certificate in the following programs: Accountancy, Business Studies, Foundations for Business. Hernando Carrera. Vladimir Dimitrov. Husseina Hamid.
That was the last one.
I'd like to call upon the Provost and Vice President Academic for the conferring of the degrees.
Would all the graduates please stand? Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of Senate, I present to you the candidates for degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the John Molson School of Business. I certify that these candidates have fulfilled the requirements for these degrees.
By the powers granted in the university charter, I admit each of you to the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate as approved by Senate and certified by the Provost. Please be seated. I would now like to ask Rudolph Groh to give the valedictory address.
There are a lot of people here. Chancelier Wiener, Président et Vice-Chancelier Shepard, Dr. Briscoe, chères familles, amis, finissantes et finissants, je suis honoré d'être ici, de vous adresser aujourd'hui au nom de la cohorte 2018 de la meilleure école de gestion au monde, John Molson. Through countless late nights, group projects, new friends, and high-quality Molson products, we have spent the last few years at the John Molson School of Business learning how to be the next generation of business leaders. We all walk through the same doors of the MB building on our first day and have made it here today to our graduation, marking the end of one journey and the beginning of another. So let's take a moment to thank those who have gotten us to this point in time. To our family for being there since day one and never stopping to believe in us. Yeah. Love you too. To our professors for sharing their knowledge and shaping our ability to think critically, especially when there are 7 B's in a row on the Scantron. To our friends and fellow graduates who kept us motivated and brought energy to late night study sessions. One more, there you go. And last but not least, to the bell curve for making COM 305 look less bad than it actually was. So today is a day to celebrate our accomplishments, and let's take a moment to go through some of the highlights that we've gone through in this past year. Our associations, committees, and clubs are composed of over 300 students, organized conferences, workshops, networking events, social events, free tutorials, mobile applications, workshops for students that enhance their experience at the school. Our case competition program, which is the largest in the world, won 45 podiums at 19 different competitions in 7 countries. We sent over 180 students on exchange where they were able to grow their networks and gain a new perspective on the business world. Our students have managed a $2.5 million portfolio as part of the Kenneth Woods Portfolio Management Program. And this year alone, we raised over $65,000 for charities around Montreal, including spending 5 nights outside in minus 25-degree weather as part of the 5 Days for the Homeless campaign. We did this together, building a sense of community outside of the classroom, all while trying our best to succeed inside of it. I want everybody to go back to the start of their journey at JMSB. Try to visualize it with me. Everyone has different iterations of what their first day at the school was like. And that's one thing that's amazing about our school. We all have different reasons as to why we chose to come to JMSB and different backgrounds that led us to that door on our first day. My first day was Wednesday, September 4th, I'm not going to tell you. Heading into COM 212, I was fresh out of CEGEP, had my backpack full of overpriced textbooks, and was recovering from a rough Tuesday night at Reggie's. But as excited as I was to learn how to strike deals with business tycoons, navigate the financial markets, and craft brilliant strategies, I was nervous to open that door to that first class. Because university to me was new, and it was unknown, and it was scary. Right now, we are at a similar turning point to where we were when we just arrived at the school. a next step in our journey. Some of you may leave here today to a full-time job, or pursue higher education, or take a break and backpack around Europe. And some of you may have no idea what's next. But in our time at JMSB, sure, we learned that Porter has 5 forces, but we learned how to tap into our curiosity and ask tough questions. We learned how to manage expectations and deal with difficult people. And we learned how to network with complete strangers over wine and cheese. These learnings have shaped each and every one of us into unique people with unique perspectives, and have better equipped us to face the new, unknown, and scary situations that may come our way. I'd say we're ready. So as we embark on our journeys, let's remember our roots and keep our desire to learn alive. Let's continue to build relationships and give back to those who have helped us. Let's be proud of ourselves and the differences that make us unique. I'm certain that we will be successful in wherever the world takes us. I want to close on a quote from one of the greatest doctors of our time, Dr. Seuss, who wrote, "Today you are you, that is truer than true, but there is no one alive who is youer than you." Being you is awesome, and today is far from the end of your journey. If there's one thing to remember from this speech, it's that even if we have gone through a similar path down the halls of the MB building to get to where we are today, we're all different, we're all unique, and that's so let's embrace it in whatever our next journey may be. Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to you today. Merci beaucoup, et bonne chance.
Rudolph, I have to say I love your energy. I think I would have given you my job. If you'll forgive the pun, may you grow from strength to strength. This is a special time for me because I get some closure and an opportunity to wish you all well. And hope that you have a very bright and wonderful future and that you too grow from strength to strength. And my last words are, may the force be with you.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci d'être venus en si grand nombre cet après-midi, de partager avec nous la joie de nos diplômés. The ceremony is almost over, and I actually just want to pick up with something that Rudy started. He asked you all to thank the family, friends, and faculty and staff who are here. Why don't you stand up, turn around, and do it properly, okay? And maybe there's just one last message to deliver, and that is Rudy's absolutely right. JMSB is a phenomenal business school, and Concordia is a great university. And on a day like today, you can see exactly why it's so great, because in this room is an incredible measure of success, but even more importantly, an incredible indicator of a great, promising future ahead. So Concordia will always be your university, just as JMSB will always be your school. And as alumni of Concordia University, you are for sure the best ambassadors that we have. So when you leave the university and head out and make your way in whatever field you choose to, please remember us, and please remember how proudly you represent us in everything that you do. Thank you for having chosen Concordia. Thank you for having chosen JMSB as the pathway to your future. You honored us with that choice, and now it's our turn to reciprocate with a reception in the lobby outside. Merci, félicitations, au revoir et à bientôt.